It all started on the Super Nintendo and it's continued to captivate gamers around the world for years as you drift, cause chaos, and ruin relationships in Nintendo's beloved racing franchise, Mario Kart. It has become a staple for Nintendo to release a brand new installment in the series for each new piece of hardware they dish out, and the Wii U's finally getting its fix with the cleverly named Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is a game that has a lot leaning on it, as it's being looked at as the title to hopefully start turning the tide on the Wii U sale, so one would hope Nintendo gave it their all when it came to designing this crazy kart racer. And I can safely say that the highly anticipated Mario Kart 8 puts the pedal to the metal. At this point, you probably know what to expect when it comes to Mario Kart, and Mario Kart 8 still follows in the footsteps of its ancestors. You'll still be going through 4 progressively challenging Grand Prix, each featuring a total of 32 racetracks, with 16 being brand spanking new and 16 being courses from past installments that have been updated with new mechanics. Mario Kart 8's selection of tracks is quite phenomenal, and Nintendo did a fantastic job crafting these guys. Each one feels different from the other, with twists, turns, jumps, and underwater voyages. Yes, that means Mario Kart 7's hang gliding and underwater sections make a return, and they are being joined by the wonders of anti-gravity. Anti-gravity is not exactly a game changer in that sometimes you might not even really notice you are actually in anti-gravity, which can be especially apparent when you are going upside down, because the camera follows along so it still feels like you're right side up. That's not all it has to offer though, as playing bumper cars while in anti-gravity is encouraged, as every time you ram into another racer or specific object on the track, you get a speed boost, causing your tactics to change up slightly. I really like its inclusion, as it also makes the stages feel more alive and dynamic, as the courses won't always just be going down a flat, straight path, but rather climbing and dropping down steep inclines, traveling through corkscrews, or even riding perpendicular with the ground. Plus, the hang gliding and underwater sections are even sometimes combined with anti-gravity to create one cohesive package, which is nice. I'm usually not the biggest fan when it comes to the 16 retro tracks that Nintendo brings back from past games, as the courses don't usually hold up to whatever fresh new ideas Nintendo's added to the 16 new courses, but this time I actually quite enjoyed them. Throwing in anti-gravity, underwater, and hang gliding sections to these retro courses really spiced them up, and of course, being remastered with gorgeous HD visuals helps. Now, Mario Kart isn't Mario Kart without the flurry of shells, banana peels, and bombs flying all over the screen, and Mario Kart 8 isn't any different. Matter of fact, it brings along 5 new islands for gamers to enjoy and take advantage of. There's the Piranha Plant, which in a way acts similar to the Chain Chomp from Double Dash, as it gives you a speed boost all the while chomping at enemies. Secondly, there's the Boomerang, where you'll have 3 tries to chuck the flying contraption at fellow racers from long distances to get their cart spinning. Third, there's the Crazy 8, which is basically just the Lucky 7 from Mario Kart 7, but with one more item added to the fold. Fourth is the package of 2 coins to fill up your coin total, all the while giving you a teensy tiny speed boost. And last but not least is the one that's probably getting the most recognition, the Super Horn, which finally gives us an easy way to counteract those pesky blue shells with a simple press of a button. Now, some people are pointing out that this time around the items are unbalanced, but I really didn't find them to be that big of a problem. Sure, you can no longer store a second item, and coins do pop up much more often when you get to first place, which causes you to lose out on any protection from incoming shells, but it's not like they pop up every single time. And hey, they even give you a boost of speed. Now you'll just need to be a little bit more strategic when it comes to saving banana peels and shells for the right moment, so you're not being harassed by opponents right at the finish line. And oh man, the online in Mario Kart 8 is a blast. The game runs pretty well online, with there not being much lag, which is really important when it comes to nailing opponents with items. I've only experienced lag when I was playing against someone on my friends list, but that's the only time I can recall it happening, so it wasn't exactly a reoccurring thing. I guess it just depends on who you're playing against. I also like that Nintendo changed how you go about picking a stage to race. You now can only pick from a selection of 4 tracks that changes each round, or you can simply push the random button for one of the other 32 tracks. That way, people can't spam one course every single round, but instead, you get a nice variety. And while online trying to set up matches, I've lost connection a few times for some reason, which is kind of annoying, but thankfully it's never happened during the middle of a race. But besides racing online, you can also duke it out with other players in battle mode, which is probably the worst part of Mario Kart 8. It's not terrible, but Nintendo definitely could have made it better. For one, they went the lazy route and copy and pasted the racetracks instead of creating designated battle stages, and when you lose all your balloons, you become a ghost that is invisible to other players, but can still attack them. So, multiple invisible people could be all around you waiting to pelt you with items, and you may not even know it. It would have been nice if they were actually translucent instead of being full-blown invisible. Now, I don't know if I have to tell you this because you might already know, but Mario Kart 8 is a gorgeous game. It is hands down one of the prettiest games on the Wii U right now, with details pouring out of its seams. I would need to make another video just to go over all the different things the game brings to the table, whether that be sliding along the pillowy white clouds and cloud top crews, dodging cows during a beautiful pink sunrise in Moo Moo Meadows, frolicking through dandelions all the while dodging thwomps and thwomp ruins, and of course, much more. The soundtrack is in the same boat, both, featuring a mixture of both computer-generated tunes and, for the first time ever in the Mario Kart series, orchestral music to give it more authenticity. Combined with the phenomenal visuals, you've got yourself a warm, inviting package that you just can't say no to. But to take some time off in between those rage-inducing races, you can horse around with Mario Kart TV, where you can make highlight clips of instant replays and even customize them to a limited degree by focusing on particular characters or when items are being used. The best part is without a doubt the slow-mo, so you can really see all the intricate details and make key points that much sweeter. And if you want, you can even upload clips of your favorite races for other people to see on Miiverse or even directly to YouTube, so it's a neat little feature to mess around in. Besides that, you're also encouraged to beat all the time trials against Nintendo employees so you can unlock all the Miiverse stamps, making for a way to sharpen up your skills all the while giving you something to do after wrapping up the Grand Prix. It's kind of a bummer that Nintendo still hasn't brought back mission mode for Mario Kart DS, and maybe they could have came up with ways to use the gamepad in creative ways for the challenges. But hey, the game is still chock full of fun. So if you have a Wii U, get Mario Kart 8. If you are planning on getting a Wii U, get Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 should be an essential piece to your Wii U library. It's really a barrel of fun, customizing your kart, hopping onto wacky racetracks, chucking items at those who dare to get in your way, and hopping online to play with the world. And if there's something in the game that's not exactly up to par, like the battle mode, it doesn't stop it from being a phenomenal game. So start saving up some of your hard-earned cash so you can fork it over for this chaotic kart racer, because the GamingPixelShow.com finds Mario Kart 8 to be an amazing game. But that will bring us to the end of this review, and if you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff. And you can stay tuned for more video reviews, news videos, and That's on Miiverse episodes in the future. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!